I just did it. I don't.
Yeah, you did it somehow. Well, last time we was on top.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Blunt Talk with your gracious host, myself, Sister Navita. We got Brother and you can introduce Brother Hatim. He can introduce himself. We always want to make sure that we introduce ourselves. You never know when you may have somebody new. So, anyway, today's topic is what the hell is it?
Black allegiance.
Black allegiance. Do we have black allegiance in the black community? What does that look like? If we don't have it, how do we get it? Now, my first thing I want to talk about on this topic is something that happened to me recently. And I want to preface with this. I see a lot of stuff on social media with black women, and I know that's right, sis. Black girl power. We got to stick together. You know, it's this womanhood thing that I always see going on via social media. Well, let me say this. That's a big old piece of bullshit, because that shit goes all the way out the window when sisters get mad at each other. It's kind of like Christianity. It can't be good. Black lives can't matter.
What y'all doing?
Wow, someone calling me.
Well, shit. What y'all doing?
Y'all like Leslie Jordan? But anyway, y'all can't, that can't. Crystal Smith, if you see, I'm doing my show. But anyway, black lives have to matter all the time. Black allegiance has to be there all the time. It can't go out the window when you're mad. I had a sister who thought I cut her off, which I could swear I did not. I think she's in the wrong lane. But nevertheless, she hops out her car and runs up on me. Now, typically, I carry a gun. But I don't care. I didn't have one that day. And, I mean, she called me 50,000 bitches. And you know, it really, I didn't get angered by it. I got saddened by it. Because I just don't understand how we treat, when I see another black person, even when I'm angry, I'm only going to take it to a certain level. I'm never going to go all the way out caring and shit on another black person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It seems like we, as black people, we will disrespect each other, but Karen can be following you in the store and shit, and you won't even call her a bitch or nothing, but you'll be ready to fight a sister who pissed you off. Because I'm telling you, if I'd have probably got out that car, it would have been a fight that day. So, you know, I need my brothers and my sisters to know that, you know, that type of behavior we just can't have. You know, Lumala, have you ever experienced any type of, you know, even with at where you work, you know, with your bookstore, people just being, you would think that they would be black, like get on code because you black. You know about just getting on code because you're black and I'm black. We black together.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
You take your mask. There you
know, I was sitting in my car in front of a friend of my house, waiting on him to come outside, and his brother runs up on my car and pulls a gun in my face.
Oh shit!
You know, and I'm like,
over what? What
he didn't even know me. It wasn't over nothing. He just said, "Give me all your money."
Oh,
I said, "I don't have no money."
It was a robbery in progress.
Yeah, I said, "I don't have no money."
This was your dude, bro.
Well, I didn't even know him until he said that. When he came back outside, he said it must have been his brother.
Okay.
But you know, I don't usually run across that too often because often will be bad for the person who's doing it.
Right, right. I understand that, but I think that people, like I was listening to a sister online the other day, and she was saying how she get tired of sisters. What's up, Lisa Brookins in the house? Lisa Brookins. She was sick and tired of people, sisters checking her about every little thing. My sister had another sister run out. The chick was working in the store, and she ran out of the store to try to fight my sister. And my sister's husband had to break that up. Cheryl Bruton, or Johnson, I should say. Freedom. She had to actually, like, her man had to break that up. And then when I see the news and everything, you know, and I watch go through Facebook, or I'm rarely on Instagram or whatever social media platform I may be on, you know what I'm saying? I see, hey, Charles Stevenson. Yeah. You know, I see Moya. I see people, you know, I don't see that we love each other enough.
Shouts out to Tanya.
Hey, Tanya Kafari in the house. Big Booty Tanya in the house. Okay, so, you know, it's like,
Don't say that.
I ain't gonna say it too loud. Your ass always out that sacral chakra shit.
Yeah, I'm the sacral chakra. What you say?
Sacral chakra.
Never heard of it. What is it?
It's the area down there where your private area is. Down in that area.
Show me.
I'm gonna show his ass all right. I'm gonna show this motherfucker all right. Anyway, so, you know, I just wanted to get the word out that we need to be, Black lives need to matter all the time.
Shouts out to Crystal Smith.
Hey, Crystal.
Lisa Brookins. My fault, Lisa
Brookins. That's LB in the house.
I'm sorry.
That's the biggest Prince fan in the world. And on here, because she's going to tell you some
Prince
things.
was out of the chakra.
Not after he got into church. He put that shit behind. I went to his concert, and some shit in his songs he wouldn't say no more. But anyway, that's a whole different story. This motherfucker be distracting me. I'm trying to stop cussing, but I got this person here distracting me. But anyway,
Let's get to it.
So don't be on Facebook and talking about, I love you, sis. You know, I support Black women. And then when a sister make you mad, you cussing her out and ready to fight. We got to stop that. We got to get a code of conduct going amongst each other as Black people. We got to love each other. You know what I'm saying? So what you got to say about a Hot 10?
Well, I mean, Black allegiance. You know, that's kind of what we all about here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Although this show now, because let me preface this first. Get the kids out the front of the video camera, because we are having real grown-up talk here.
Grown-up talk.
And we're going to switch subjects, and I'm going to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? But now, Black allegiance, back to that family. Listen.
You drinking a beer? Or you trying to act like
coffee.
You trying to act like you're drinking coffee, nigga? That's a beer. Anyway.
Thank you for telling all my business. She's a liar. Just saying. But anyway. See, Black allegiance. You see what I'm saying? She just broke the code. Code of conduct. What's this? Kwame Kitchen. Code of conduct only set a standard. It doesn't address the mental illness among ourselves. Yeah. So one of the major issues that prevent us from having the Black allegiance is that mental illness. Mm-hmm. This mental illness of white supremacy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it is a mental illness, and it affects us, and it stops us from being able to work together. One of the major pieces that we have to really, really come to terms with is that we are affected by this thing. We can act like we're not, you know, but many of us, even no matter how many kufis you got, no matter how many African juries and stuff like you got,
no matter how long your locks
Black
are.
allegiance means that we're doing everything in our own self-interest, not self like me, her, and as a group. There's allegiance to a group. Now, part of the issue that I think that we have is that we have not really identified the group. And then we allow other people to kind of determine what that group is and muddle it up so it's so confusing that we don't even know what code we should follow. You know what I'm saying? Prime example is this whole argument that's going on around reparations. Y'all know I'm always going to bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Prime example is this major argument that's going on in the camp for reparations. We keep company with nonsense. We sure do. You know what I'm saying? And if we look down most of our timelines, like I can get up here and I can act crazy and stuff like that, but go and check out my timeline. You're going to come away with some education. I'm covering everything from comic books to physics. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to expose my people, those people that follow me, my tribe. See, because now with me, it's very simple. Family, self, family, tribe. Self, family, tribe. It's very simple. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody is like Gye-Nyame, boom, it's an order there. It's a family there. It's a group there. And I have to make sure that their best interest is at my heart at all times. So I'm always trying to find a way to put some economic or some reciprocity money in my family's pocket, period.
So, and that's, Gye-Nyame, we are a tribe here at Gye-Nyame. And if you'd like to join the tribe or have any information about the tribe, go to our Facebook page, GNJMedia, and like the page and inbox us, and we can give you more information about some of the things that we do. We work with young folks. We take them on camping trips. We give them knowledge. We have somewhat like a rite of passage program. What you want to say?
I was just going to say, because this is one of the things that I struggle with. Because I have always worked with young people, people always want me, and because we believe that our salvation is in the youth, which is cool. But from my perspective, I believe that the children are okay. It's the adults that's fucked up. And we have to do some major work on ourselves so that we can set examples. And it don't take a lot of examples for our children to pick the right path. Many of us, we have to change some of this stuff. Mr. Nana says, I'm grown. Code of allegiance sounds good, but you first got to decolonize your mind and overcome that white supremacist mentality illness. The conditioning is thorough. Now, but it's not, let me say this. Once you start establishing who you around a majority of the time, who you talking to a majority of the time, your conversations will begin to change.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of us, we want to hang on to a part of that life when in fact, in order for us to really practice allegiance means that some of the fuckery and bitchcraft that's going on around us, we have to divorce ourselves from that and start doing some of the practices that are laid out for our people.
That's right.
That's right. Like showing your tits and ass.
I mean, they could do that, but we ain't going too far. That don't those of you that's comfortable doing that, but this is the issue. I'm less concerned with your tits and ass. I'm more concerned about what's on your mind. You understand what I'm saying? What are you thinking about? You know what I'm saying? What are you focusing on most time? Is your people constantly on your mind? Constantly. Is your tribe constantly on your mind?
Yeah, damn right.
If not, then you need to check yourself, and you need to surround yourself with people.
A lot of times, what Crystal had put up about sex, we got a lot of. I feel.
Why you keep going to that?
Because we do. You eat whatever your mentality will be expressed, even in your physical and how you present yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that even though I don't think our children are all right. No, the fuck I don't. I think that everybody fucked up, children and adults alike. Well, disagree, smishagree, nigga.
It's your show. You right. You gonna cut me off? She threw me out. I'm gone. She gave me the look. I got to go. I can't be persecuted on this show. You will not persecute me.
Whatever. Listen. But this is why I have an issue. Me personally working with adults. And once you get to a certain age, that mindset is really hard to break.
Exactly.
And I rather, I'm old shit. I ain't up for the fight no more. When I was younger, I could sit there and we could talk and we could debate, but it's just like once your mind has set in a certain way,
You ain't doing that no more.
you just ain't they ain't coming off of whatever it may be. So I'd rather just work with the young folks who can still be molded. Finish, motherfucker.
God damn it, I can't take it no more.
Sit down and finish.
Listen, family, listen.
I think one of the things we need to do as the family is be careful. My parents always taught us that, when grown folks are having grown folks stuff going on, the children need to be somewhere else.
Yes.
They don't necessarily need to see you, doing all of the things that you do in front of them.
Yes.
You're giving them let them be children. Let them be children first. They don't have to know. Look, they got enough stuff out here as it is that they will find out about. But you don't need to teach them from your house.
Right.
You don't need to teach them the outside stuff from your house. You need to teach them the inside stuff in your house, how to respect, how to, carry yourself in the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How to even know how to act when the police stop you.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with, telling the police that, no, you're not going to go in my pocket. I'll give you my ID card, but just let him know or her know. You know what I'm saying? And things like that,
Well, Illumila, I remember an incident you were telling me about, I think was something in the military, because Illumila was in the military. And there was an issue with somebody got hurt on, beat up.
Go ahead, keep it going.
No, someone got beat up, and then you was defending them. What was that? And you had that Black Allegiance there.
Yeah, I had Black Allegiance, and I was 21 years old.
Tell us that story.
Well, in the Marine Corps, and this was the early 70s, about 75. I went in 73.
Water.
And what happened was that, I was in Japan at the time, and some kind of way that I got flight of the Japanese, beat this Marine he was a Puerto Rican brother with a pipe.
Wow.
A baseball bat.
Wow.
And so I called a meeting, at one of the clubs where the situation supposedly had happened at, and I was telling the colonels and all of these people who were, supposed to be protecting us in the village, that y'all walking around here, supposed to be protecting us, but ain't nobody protecting no damn body. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nobody protecting nobody. And we need to protect each other.
That's right.
And I'm going to bring it back to the streets. If somebody that you stay next door to break in their house, you need to report their acts. Because if you don't report them, they're gonna break in your house next.
Right.
Report them to who though?
Report them to the police. Until we get our own police department.
Right.
But they need to be, we got to start having allegiance to our own communities. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then those things that go on will stop.
So didn't you say something to the people in the Marine?
Well, yeah. Okay. So I told a colonel, he was in charge of the whole base. Well, I have to go back a little bit because, in the Marine Corps back then, African Americans or blacks or Africans, whatever you want to call us, Chicanos and Puerto Ricans, we all had a code.
Right.
We all had a code. And, for African Americans, if I put up my fist as in a power sign, that stood for a solid paycheck. Now, a solid paycheck back then was, no talking after that. When I say paycheck, no talking. But
Okay.
this white guy, who was the colonel of the base, he was talking, and I went to him and I told him, when we have a solid paycheck, you need to be quiet, and that go for you too. That go for you too. You're not exempt when it comes down to this. You may be exempt in the military, but outside of that, you ain't exempt from that.
So, but okay, because what I'm trying to get to is, didn't you bring that to the attention of a superior that was what was going on?
He was superior. He was superior because when I called a meeting, I called a meeting of those superior officers as well as anybody else who wanted to come to the meeting to let them know what was really going on at that time, and nothing was being done about it. I was really a radical. I was really radical back then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was radical, and I didn't have. I wasn't doing no. I was doing no nonsense shit. It wasn't,
Right.
that non-nonsense shit. I wasn't just out there, out here, just showing off or something like that. And if I got involved in it, it was a reason.
And and I think that amongst the Marines is supposed to be a quote unquote like a tribe. You're supposed to look out for other Marines, but as you see, when a Lumala fellow Marine was beaten by the Japanese, they ain't want to do nothing. Now, if that had been a white boy getting beat, you think they would have responded differently?
Well, they might have responded the same way.
You think so?
They may have responded the same way. Do nothing. Sweep it under the rug. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because
I thought all Marines, they supposed to look out for other Marines.
Because sometimes, if I was staying next to a white person and they were home all the time and they saw somebody goddamn breaking in my goddamn house, if I asked them, I want the motherfucker, and they saw him, want that motherfucker to tell me who in the hell it is.
For sure.
And I would do the same thing to him, for him or
For
her.
sure.
But we're trying to protect the neighbor. We're trying to protect the community.
Well, you sit your ass down. But it just seems like, this generation got the whole snitching definition all backwards.
They got the shit
all
backwards.
All fucking backwards.
It messes up the allegiance.
That's right. It messes up the allegiance.
Where did our young people get it from? Because now, let me go back, because I just want to go back.
Go back then, goddammit. How far back you going to go?
I'm going to go way back. But I'm just saying
back in time.
Back to my piece about the children. The children model the behaviors that are around them.
That's right. That's right.
Now, with the adults, see, because this is the issue. I'm like you. I don't have time to be arguing with. When I see a grown motherfucker that is not trying to move, I don't deal with them.
Right.
I'm old enough now to where I'm able to kind of find young people that want to listen, and those young people are the ones that need to work with the young people.
Right.
I'm not. So when I say adults, for me, because I still got elders that will want me to go on and gather a bunch of kids.
Right.
I got young people that get the kids. I go, put out a call and maybe get some. But my issue is, all I have to do is correct a few of the actions. Because one of the things that I think we become overburdened with is that we got to get rid of all this shit. No. All we got to do is change one or two behaviors to get maximum effect.
Yeah.
Name some behaviors.
All right, for example, the way some of us spend our money. One of the major changes that you made, and I see you do this all the time, every time you at an event, you go around and you support vendors. That was a conscious decision. It's nothing big, but it's something that you do. And you put yourself in a habit to where you started buying all this stuff, and now you got... If we look behind us, we got mask all on the wall. This is sending a message out to the whole world through your podcast about where your mind state is. By no means are you perfect.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? But you have moved far enough to where it's like me and you could be like, I say tribe and you understand what I'm talking about.
Right.
You understand? Same thing with Illuminati. It started with small changes. It started with a small change with me. I just decided to stop eating pork. And I made that conscious choice. And with that, other information started coming. I was able to grab what I was able to grab. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to set examples for younger people, for people that was younger than me. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I mean by us. It's a cascading effect. So those of us that have a little bit, we need to take that little bit and translate it down, because what happens is that our kids pick up on a little bit we have, and the way they expand on that shit
For sure.
exponentially. Now that's one of those words.
Okay. Scholar.
I ain't no damn scholar.
Okay, well, sometimes too that I'm going to transition to some of the current events today, but I think it's also that we big up bad behavior. A lot of times we big up bad behavior in our community, and we need to stop doing that shit. Because I can bet you money that chick that came up to my car and was talking shit, she went back to somebody and was like, honey, I got out of my car and I had to tell this bitch. And instead of somebody telling her, like, really, you did that to another black woman? That's how we have to approach this shit. You can't just be like, girl, I heard that. I'd have cussed her out too. You supposed to check that behavior. Or
move away from it. Because sometimes.
Or move away from it. But she has friends. She got friends in her circle that are going to be her friends. But we have to check people in our circles
if they are
about our inappropriate
when
behavior.
I run into somebody that's not in my circle, show me that they're not in my circle, I'm not about to have an argument or a fight with them motherfuckers.
No, and I'm not talking about people inside. I'm talking about this individual who has a circle of people around her that are quote unquote her friends, her tribe, whatever she want to call them. They need to, because I can't do it. I'm an outsider, and she may not receive it. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. But there's more. It should be more receivable. You having some chitlins tonight, Kwame? Ain't that about it?
Save me some. I'm on my way. I'm waiting. I thought you don't eat no pork.
Kwame, he don't eat no pork. He just talking because he got lips. Shit. But yeah, we got to.
Chitlins ain't pork?
Huh? Chitlins is pork.
We gonna have a debate about that shit. Chitlins ain't pork.
Chitlins is pork. And it's pork intestines where the dookie go through. Now, if you like shit tainted,
that ain't nothing but spice. You motherfuckers got it all wrong. That's spice.
You go ahead and keep eating that bullshit if you want to. But anyway, so we got to quit bigging up that bad behavior. Pig shit. Nobody wants pig shit. Well, Kwame, you want to eat some pig shit, but I'm not. All right, Crystal, I'll holler at you later. But yeah, so we got to quit bigging up bad behavior. But anyway, let me
Make sure you like and share.
Yeah, make sure you like and share. Sit down. You can't. What is wrong with you? You got ants in your pants?
Girl, stop focusing on me.
Jeez, I can't even do a goddamn show. He up and down. Up and motherfucking down.
I'm a producer, goddamn. I'm producing. I ain't supposed to be on the show.
Yes, you are.
Charge you for this. You get charged
anyway, so I don't know if anybody heard about the Somali sister that was followed home by a race soldier here in Columbus, Ohio. I just read this today. She was driving down Cleveland and Schrock, and she probably was driving fucked up. No, because them motherfuckers can't drive.
That's some stereotype.
Them motherfuckers can't drive. I don't go nowhere near Cleveland Avenue. Them motherfuckers can't drive. So, anyway, so she probably fucked with him up. Her driving was probably fucked up. But that is not justify what the white guy did. He followed her. But unbeknownst to her, he followed her home. But before he did so, and unbeknownst to her, he did the 2 fingers and gunshot type thing to her. To her. So the next day, she goes out, her and her son go outside.
Charles Stevens said, is that on code? Ooh.
Is what on code?
Two fingers in the gunshot.
No, that ain't what you just did to the...
about that's the truth. That's the truth. Them motherfuckers can't drive. I don't care what you say. Motherfuckers at DMV even told me that. So anyway, that's the code.
Okay, gotcha.
They can't drive. But anyway, so
I know some good drivers, Somali.
No, the fuck you don't. So you just making up stories on the show and shit. So anyway, the dude, her son came outside, and the white guy was in front of her house, with a real gun and, you know, and kind of motioning towards her son or whatever. So now they're on the lookout for this white guy who, you know, Tony said they are awful drivers. You got darn right. Them Somali people.
Wait, baby, get back on it. Leave the Somali people alone.
They can't drive. But yeah, so anyway, that was right here in Columbus. No, the fuck you don't.
I do.
So,
to all my Somali brothers and sisters, I know some of y'all can drive because I know some bad driving black Americans. Y'all been here all this time and can't drive. But anyway, white Americans too, Asians too.
Yes, one of my Asian motherfuckers can't drive either.
Go ahead. Well, I'm kind of shocked because the Somali community is pretty tight.
Yes, they
are. So I wonder
are.
where the men were.
I don't know, but I guess they couldn't locate the white dude. But you know, this is here in Columbus. This happened here in Columbus, so I just wanted to make that clear in some news today. Also, in other news, Dave Chappelle won an Emmy for his comedy special Sticks and Stones, which I think I've seen it. I'm not sure, but the point is that the media gave him horrible reviews for that comedy special. They say it sucked. Rotten Tomatoes said it sucked. You know, they gave it like 3 stars or some shit, and he ends up winning an Emmy for it. And his message to the whites was like, she said the same thing about you light-skinned bitches. Ain't that a bit? We can't drive? Donetta said when she sat far, she put her caps too. She yelling at me, you cussing me the fuck out? She put hold that down. They say the same thing about you light-skinned bitches. Well, ain't that about a bitch? I don't even know what to say to that. But you know what? I'm going to stay on code, goddammit. Because I could say some really fucked up shit, but I'm not. Motherfucker. Anyway, them motherfuckers can't drive and I'm holding to it. Goddamn. But,
they was dogging Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, they were. But I'm just saying that to say, see what I'm saying? How they don't let anybody discourage you from doing you. They gave that man horrible reviews. They said it was garbage. They gave him low ratings. Several white entities, which I think he really kind of caters to a white crowd myself. But
I do too.
But they, you know, I think they really sometimes they don't like Dave Chappelle because I'm surprised that whites like him because he talks a lot of shit about whites. But
that's why you go to comedy so that you can hear it.
But yeah, so don't let nobody discourage you. I know that's right. Tanya Alcafari said, I'm a good driver, and she feels safe when she on the road when we roll out. I know I'm a good driver. I'm driving. I drive her car when we go out of town. But, yeah, so, you know, just because somebody may shoot your dream down, shoot what you do down, they may tell you that shit sucks or whatever, do you. That's the point of that story. Now, one more, then we're going to get back to something else, but Breonna Taylor. Have y'all heard the latest about that?
What happened? Because I posted it on Gye-Nyame. Did they what?
A family suit.
No. The jury went out.
The Supreme Court, was it? Or
no, it wasn't Supreme Court. It was
none of the guys, the grand jury.
Grand jury, that's
the
what
grand jury has decided to not charge anyone in her death.
They're gonna tear that motherfucker up tonight.
I hope they do.
They already got the troops ready for that shit.
Quasi said, Dave don't cater to anyone. You know, I just went to see Dave Chappelle in Yellow Springs last weekend, was it? Or last Thursday. Right. And I have to say, you know, I don't know if some of y'all know, but I do write comedy on the side for people and everything. So that's why I make a lot of jokes and stuff. That's just a part of my nature. But I did make Dave Chappelle laugh a couple of times as I was on stage. And I even made Dave Chappelle laugh. So, yeah. But Breonna Taylor, nobody was charged in her death. When we going to figure out what we're going to do? What's that say?
I bet the attorney. This is from Tanya
Tanya.
It's Tanya?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I bet that attorney general was threatened, though they probably reminded him he just a figurehead and he not running shit, and that him and his Keebler wife could come up missing. I mean, hey, that's politics.
And that's a possibility that really can happen.
They got allegiance. There's a certain allegiance there. I
don't give a damn if a motherfucker say I can't drive Sapphire. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I ain't sensitive like that.
I say she can't drive all the goddamn time.
I don't give a shit.
Don't give it.
Who's spineless? Oh, the who's spineless, Lisa? I know you're talking about the grand jury thing with Breonna Taylor. What do you have the name of that? Who is that? The Attorney General?
I think she calling me spineless.
The Attorney General. She talking about. I'll knock you out that chair. She talking about the Attorney General.
This is why I can't get no respect in the goddamn world. The light-skinned bitches just be dogging me.
Yes, non-driving light-skinned bitches be fucking with you. Okay.
They mad because they can't go to Kroger's because they ran into somebody on the way there.
Okay, well, Lumala, you want to talk about your book?
No.
No? Which one?
I want to talk about, about the Breonna Taylor thing.
Okay.
To ask the question that maybe could it be that early on in our show we were talking about how fucked up black people are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they got the $12 million motherfucking dollars, they might say, well, forget about everything.
Did they get $12 million? I didn't know.
Right.
Her family got $12 million?
Yeah.
So you think they're going to drop it because they got...
I'm saying that maybe that could be the reason why the motherfucker wasn't charged.
Mm.
Because sometimes we as black people, if somebody give us a truck full of money and rather a garbage bag full of money, if we take the garbage bag and we kind of like compromise, our position, it'll almost be like, well, fuck, I got this whole truck full of money. I can move anywhere I want and forget all about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think I
don't know. I'm just kind of throwing that out there, because, if somebody come into your house and shoot you while you in your bed, and all of a sudden her attorneys, okay, so they got a civil suit that went on and they got a criminal case that went on.
Right.
So the civil suit, awarded Breonna Taylor family the $12 million.
Mm-hmm.
But the criminal suit supposed to be where, you come in my house and kill me.
So what you're saying is that there was a fine paid for the crime. And since it was paid, because think about it, it went in reverse for O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson was found innocent. Yeah. And motherfuckers was outraged.
Yeah.
So they took him to civil court and took everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you saying this kind of happened in reverse where because they paid
I'm not saying that it happened.
$20.
I'm not saying that that happened, but we could take a look at that. You know what I'm saying? Because if her attorney, where's the attorney in the criminal case saying that, but that's murder.
Yeah, but now we got to remember the people that carry forth those cases as far as the court,
right?
Court in a sense, court appointed. They work for the court.
So
they work for the system.
In order for that to be brought up,
right.
That's why the grand jury did not indict.
But see, we can't.
That's the fucked up system.
But see, we can't really say that it's a court appointed attorney. We can't
that's
really
not
say
what
that.
It's a state.
It's
a state.
No, we're just saying. In order for a charge to, she can file the charge. Her attorney can file the charge in a criminal court, but the grand jury has to decide if they want to do a prosecution. And then the whole prosecution side, and pretty much when you're trying to ask these people to prosecute their own, then
Go ahead,
then you know what I'm saying? You're asking, sometimes you're not going to get that. Like they said, the grand jury decided to not indict. and you have to have an indictment before you can go any further. And the grand jury did not indict.
Well, they're going to tell their city tonight.
I hope they do.
Click show, and it shows right there.
Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that.
It's showing right here, baby. It's right there.
Oh.
It's right on screen.
It says the judges and the DAs decide on how the law is to be interpreted and how the offender is charged. So, I don't know. So offenders of the law get charged and sentenced according to the pleasure of the
DA, right?
I think he said AD, but yeah. See, and you know, I'm in school for this now. So, yeah, they have to be indicted. And if they decided to not indict, I mean...
And the only way you get indicted is if you could... is by the evidence that you're going to produce.
But the evidence has been produced, and it's solid enough evidence to me that they should have been charged.
And that's what I'm saying.
But, it's solid enough evidence to them as well. It's solid enough evidence to them as well. They just choose not to indict because it's not what they want to do.
This is politics, right? So
this is
my
racism.
son and your grandson is working.
This is racism.
Well, hold on. For 20 years from now, and there's a case where my son and your son run in and shoot an innocent white woman in her bed. Me and you hold positions of power, and we paid $12 million out. Are we going to indict? Are we going to allow our children to be indicted, even if they're wrong?
No.
I'm not.
No. But
But
this, in my opinion, this Breonna Taylor situation, those they may have been awarded $12 million to the family. The criminal side, they still wanted the criminal charges brought. They didn't take the $12 million and say, fuck it, I'm done. They still pressed the issue for the criminal charges to be brought to be brought against the officers. That's why a grand jury had to come to a decision because they were pressing the issue. The problem is that you are asking people to prosecute people in their own tribe. They're in there. These people are all linked together.
There's a story about that. There's a story about that where a chicken wanted to bring a fox up on charges. So the chicken went to a court of foxes.
Of course.
How did that shit work out?
Didn't work out for him because that's why that whole system needs to be dismantled.
The system is working perfectly.
Exactly, perfectly for them.
Exactly.
And that needs to be dismantled so that it works perfectly for others too. That whole system is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that they took the money and was like, I'm cool with this part because that was the civil side.
I don't know if Illuminati was saying this, but what I'm saying is I'm thinking that on the settlement, you should hold out to see what type of justice is handed out before you take a goddamn settlement.
I mean, yeah, you
see
should.
What I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's like, yo, so all right, cool, y'all gonna pay me. All right, we got $12 million. All right, my daughter gone and shit. Okay, I'm gonna sob and shit. But I think it would have been more effective if I pressed the justice claim first and saw that through, and then came to a settlement. Of course, that's your girl. I mean, that's Kwame. That's Kwame.
Thank you, brother Kwame.
Kwame know you fine though. Kwame is just trying to push up on you. I ain't on that shit.
No, he's not. Kwame got a whole beautiful wife at home. Stop it.
We married.
Now, listen, do me a favor.
We married. We ain't dead. Huh?
So anyway, we coming at the top of the hour. We're gonna lighten this up a little bit. Hot Tim brought something to my attention this week.
Oh, I brought it to your attention. Why you gonna?
A man was awarded $100,000 because when he went to get a colonoscopy, I think it was.
No, he shot the doctor.
No, not this motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
This dude went to get a colonoscopy. They put him under, and he was trying to record so that he could, he wanted to record his instructions that he would have to have after post-surgery. Well, he put the record, he did the record on this shit early, and the doctors was making fun of him, calling him a fanoot, talking about his penis.
I didn't. This
You
ain't
ain't
the
tell
one
me
I
about
gave you. No, I
that.
didn't tell
Okay.
you about that.
Well, I
didn't tell you
looked
about
it
that.
up online. So they talked about him being, feminine. They talked about his penis. He had some kind of rash. They said he had the syphilis and all kind of shit.
That's just not funny, but go ahead.
And so he sued, and he won $100,000 because they talked about his dick. Ain't that about a bitch? I'm gonna sue y'all ass for talking about my titties.
How much
You wouldn't get nothing from your ass though. You can probably get $5.
Yeah, I was like, hey, look, I got about $3 in my pocket right now. We'll talk about your titties. Let's talk about the video.
No,
that's the next topic.
No.
Okay.
I take the
$3.
$3.
That's too sacral chakra. What is it?
Yeah, you got it.
Root chakra. That's too
Sacral chakra.
Nah,
Well, then we get to Lumala real quick because he's got a book. Because we running out, we get to the end of the hour. So, can you put your book up, Lumala, that you got for this week?
Okay.
Oh, I got it, son.
Well, hurry up, dude. Go ahead. We put it up there for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's the book.
Life-centered living my
And what's this book about?
Who wrote it?
Gye-Nyame.
Lift it up so that they can see the top. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I've read this book as well. And it's a very interesting concept about the God concept in this book and where it came from. So I think that this is a great read, and it talks about Ma'at. So what is considered Lumala, or could you tell people what Ma'at is?
If why Jesus ain't in it, I don't want to read it.
Well, yeah, okay. So Ma'at is principles, right? Since we was talking earlier about, the what we call it when we first got on,
Black Allegiance.
Black Allegiance. Well, this right here also is about our allegiance. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, who are Christians or Muslims or whatever faith that you go by, we all have allegiances. And here in this book ain't no more than 45 pages.
It's a quick read.
45 pages. And she talks about, we exist. We only exist in the world because of something else, of other existence. We are just a part of the whole. She talks about we being part of the whole, and that whole is the Amun. She said that Amun is the everything, is the all in all. You know what I'm saying? It's the all in all. She talks about, look, one thing about...
You can buy this book at Zawadi Bookstore. Brother Lumala, somebody wants to know where they can buy the book.
Yeah, Zawadi Bookstore. We can order it. Our phone number is 614-327-7131. You can call me. We can have it sent to you. You don't have to leave the comfort of your home. And, you can also get a little discount on it. You know what I'm saying? But this book right here is a masterpiece of 45 pages.
How much is it?
$13.
$13. You buying that one? Okay.
Before you leave.
You
take Cash App?
Yes.
Yes. It's $13, but it's a masterpiece. It really is, and it's so simple. It's simple stuff that we know already, and she does a very good job at it. If we had a little bit more time, we could do the whole book. You know what I'm saying?
We own the station.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. You probably can't see this. This is the book I'd like to premiere today. It's called The Historical Origin of Christianity. And I suggest everyone by Professor Walter Williams. You can also purchase this at Zawadi Books, which is where I bought mine. And I buy these for people. So I'll give one away at the end of the show. That's The Historical Origin of Christianity by Professor Walter Williams, and it tells you how Christianity began and where its roots are. And I suggest everybody check that out. What you have to say? Anything in your mind?
Yeah. It was something.
You done forgot it?
I done forgot it.
Oh, shit.
It was about one of the subjects that we was covering.
Well, if you we old up in this motherfucker.
Right, I didn't take a note.
That's why we try to have Sugarfoot here, but she AWOL today.
Yeah, young motherfuckers, y'all be tripping.
We try to get young folks committed.
That allegiance that we're talking about, it's allegiance to our commitment. And I know that we all suffering from, this psychoanalytic forgetting and not wanting to be a part of. But in order for us to move forward as a group, we got to be a part of, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We got to be a part of.
We got to be, but now this the issue. We got to be clear. This is why Gye-Nyame we set up tribe. We got to be clear what we part of. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You got to be clear. You got to lift it up above it. There you go.
It's not showing the title real clear. It's
a
glare.
You got to clear it up. You got to push it closer to the.
I'll try
to the camera.
How's that?
Down. There it is, and that book is $21. And Illumila has those books as well. You can get all your books.
Speaking of books, I finally remember what I was going to talk about.
Okay.
All right, family. Now, I keep on trying to tell y'all, right? Gye-Nyame Journey, what we doing, we are trying to take over the media. Oh, your stomach started hurt when I started talking about Gye-Nyame. What kind of shit is that? But listen, here we go, family. In all seriousness, some of y'all out there we got all types of talents. Some of y'all got beautiful voices. And what Amazon is doing, I just bought, now I want y'all to listen to this. I just bought the philosophies and opinions of Marcus Garvey on Amazon. Now, a lot of our books from our giants are going into public domain. And what they are doing now is they're taking these free books because it's free information, and they are translating them into ebooks, and they're translating them to audio books, and we could be doing the same shit. The philosophies and opinions of Marcus Garvey is now available on Amazon.
For free?
No, they charging. I don't want to read the book, so I got it, but I ain't feel like reading the whole goddamn thing. I'm riding in the car, but I'm saying, why can't we do shit like that? We can't let them colonize our information once again. Because this is what's going on right now. But I'm going to go on and send this money over to Illumila and get this book.
Okay, so the address is, Tanya Alkafari, the address is 2017 Maryland Avenue. That's 2017 Maryland Avenue. Buy black. Don't go to Barnes & Nobles. They racist as shit. Okay. There was an incident with them. I'm not going to get into it today, but trust me when I tell you the owner of Barnes & Noble is a racist. The phone number for Zawadi is 614-327-7131 and 2017 Maryland Avenue. Now, we're going to give away a prize tonight. I don't know what it is.
Because I'm about to buy that shit.
But here we go.
This one.
He wants to buy my book. So, give me a question for tonight. We get something from the show. I don't know.
What is the definition of allegiance? I mean, you want to make it easy? I ain't giving away shit. You still ain't paying me. Now you want to give them big prizes.
Let me think of it.
Ain't nobody
you can answer that question.
Ain't no. See, there you go with that shit again. Leave the question on the floor. People going because I'm telling you, who's going to win it right
Maryland
now.
Avenue near Nelson.
Yaya is about to win this shit again. Because he win all the prizes.
No.
Yes, he does.
Is someone calling you back from the bookstore? You calling the bookstore now? Well, give us another question, too.
Right. Why you got to have two questions?
We can have
an easy-ass question. I mean, it's your show. You do it. I gave him a question.
Okay, what is allegiance is a question you can answer for the prize, and I always give away good prizes. I just
sure do. That's why I'm mad.
So whatever the prize I decide it may be, you're gonna like the prize.
Y'all about to win that shit. He already typed it. I could smell it. He already typed it. He about to win it.
Loyalty. She said that's the definition of allegiance. Lisa Brooker said loyalty. I want to dance, mama.
You gonna give it to him? Is that it?
You tell me. You asked the motherfucking question, Nick.
I mean, that's not the real
you
definition, but I'll accept it.
We accept it because you add a little bit more to it. Loyalty to what?
Yeah, so
She said loyalty to your people.
Okay,
All right,
loyalty
all right,
to
cool.
it. Okay, you got it. Lisa Brookins wins the first prize. The prize tonight, LB in the house. I'm hot as fuck in here.
That's my sexiness, baby. That's what it is.
Your sexiness.
My sexiness. Your root chakra is on fire right now. Give me my goddamn book.
Anyway.
I ain't got your book.
That's my book.
That's my book, man. I gotta get your book in, man. Shoot.
What?
He
You
done wrote
ain't tell me all that, man, before I sent you the... Y'all see this? Black business.
I get it. I got
I'm being persecuted.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yo, I'm gonna send it straight to your house, man. Give me your address.
I don't want that. No.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. I hope y'all learned something tonight from these crazy folks on Blunt Talk.
There wasn't even a blunt on Blunt Talk today.
Wasn't even no blunt on Blunt Talk today. I'll be damned. We're gonna get some more blunt motherfuckers in here because I don't smoke blunt.
Me neither.
What are you smoking?
You know there ain't no goddamn blunt. Don't put that.
Who's that? Tara Hassa says she want one. What you want one of?
I got some people on it.
Okay, well.
No, she want one of those books. You should have answered loyalty. Loyalty. That allegiance.
I think I got a candle maybe or something like that, a Bath and Body Works certificate, gift certificate or something like that. I know Lisa Brookins, she likes that type shit. So any words as we exit? What? Congratulations. You was
You broke all my records.
Okay.
She broke all the Gye-Nyame Journey records. Let's give her a round of applause.
Yay! Round of applause for Lisa Brookins. Yay!
I'm pissed, though.
I'm hot as shit. So thanks for joining us. See us next week. Same bat
I ain't coming back because she done did me wrong.
Same bat time. Same bat channel.
It was supposed to be black.
Same black time.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Same black channel.
Thank
So how do
Y'all have a great Ujima, for those that don't know.
What's Ujima?
That's
Thank
today.
you for joining
Ujima
us.
is today. Yo, if you want more information about Gye-Nyame Journey,
Barbara
about our
Wright,
tribe,
Carl
go to
Johnson,
free GNJ
Hassan,
Media e-course.
Ronald
commercial.
I'm putting on a commercial.
John Farmer.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
We back. Make sure you like and share.
Make sure you like and share. Please like and share, whether it be on Facebook, YouTube, or GNJ.media.
Also, make sure you go to GNJmedia.support. Help us out. You know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to grow it. And as we get better, we're going to get better lighting and all that shit. So Navita can look as good as she really is on camera. She look good right now, but imagine if we had the right lights on her.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. See y'all next week.
You see how she do me? I give her a compliment and she starts. Y'all need need to do
weapons of
Sandy.
whiteness. Weapons of
Y'all
whiteness.
need to do Sandy Dairy's book.
Huh?
Sandy Dairy's book. Hold on. Go ahead. All right, family. You have a great night. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us. Peace.